welcome to Daddy Murr's Indie Spotlight. We have a great show today. Fantastic guest from all the way from South Africa. Her name is Joanne Cooper, and we are here also with our lovely co-host, Goddess. Hello, Goddess.
Hello, how are you today?
Good, how you doing?
Doing well.
Great.
Rushing around, but doing well.
Rushing around. You know, that's the story of my life here nowadays, is rushing around. 80 hours to 120 hours a week and nothing but rushing around. Now, we're going to bring out Joanne Cooper here in a minute, and she's got some wonderful stuff out there. She reminds me a lot of, well, you know, back in the 60s and 70s, folk songs were real popular, right? And so she reminds me a lot of, like John Denver and Bob Dylan and, stuff like that. She's a wonderful person, great music. So let's go ahead and bring her on out here so she can start telling us about herself. Hello, Joanne. How you doing?
Hi, Tommy. Hi, Lisa. How are you doing tonight? Well, it's tonight in South Africa.
Yeah, it's this afternoon here in St. Louis area, St. Louis, Missouri. So, and I think, Goddess, you're in Florida, right?
Correct.
So you're an hour ahead of me. And Joanne, you're about 7 hours ahead of me?
It's 9 o'clock at night now, yeah.
Oh, okay, so 8 hours difference. Ah, well, After this, you can take a nap.
Yay.
You had a real long, busy day. So let's go ahead and, why don't you go ahead and tell everybody about yourself and where they can find you and stuff like that.
Okay, well, I've been playing music for a long time, since I was about 13 when I started playing the guitar. And, just really started learning a lot of the folk music that was popular at that time. I was a big John Denver fan, and Joan Baez, all those sort of artists are the artists that I grew up listening to, that influenced me and made me want to learn to play the guitar. And my first a guitar book that I had was a John Denver songbook, I remember. And I can still remember a lot of the songs that I learned from that guitar book, and I still sing some of those songs. And sort of went through life playing my guitar on and off a lot of the time, and just picking it up and playing it, and then not playing it for months and months and months. And then I met up with a very good friend of mine. Well, she became a good friend of mine, called Karen Wilmot. I hope she's tuning in all the way from Thailand.
Well, hello there.
Yeah, her nickname's Kazi. So I met up with her. It must be about 1997, I think. And we started playing in a duo together, and we called it Alice Band. So that was a lot of fun, and we played in the various pubs and around Joburg, cover songs using MIDI and backing tracks. And then Kazi left South Africa and hasn't really come back here. And I gave up music for a long time. I got married and had 2 babies and didn't play any music for about 8 years. And then started taking voice lessons in about 2011, I think. And it revived my interest in making music, and started writing my own music in about 2012. And since then have been writing and recording music. A lot of covers and a lot of original music. And releasing it through a label called Unique Music onto iTunes and Spotify and Amazon and all those places.
Wow.
So in the last 3 years, I think I've I've been releasing music since about September last year, and I think I've done 5 albums. So I'm just releasing my 6th album. I'm actually taking it to Rail of Unique Music tomorrow. So it's been a bit of a real ride. Recording and releasing all this music as a solo artist. in about 2012, I discovered a musical tool called Band in a Box by PG Music. And that also, changed my musical life. It meant I could write my own songs and put backing to my songs very easily. And, that's been a big inspiration as well since about 2012. And yeah, so that's been my story. Recently started performing on Periscope, which is where I met Tommy. He met me through Periscope. He came to one of my scopes.
Fell in love with you instantly.
Thank you, Tom.
Did I mean you took me back to my youth.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's what I hope to do. So I mean, I love playing all those old covers, and like the John Denvers and the Dylans and the Joan Byers, all those songs that I grew up listening to. So yeah, sort of found my niche in that, and have been writing a lot of that style of song as well. Yeah.
Right. So you ever see yourself as a rocker?
No.
She's too mellow.
I'm too old as well.
Oh, no.
You're never too old.
Isn't that what they've always said? You're never too old to rock and roll. But,
that's right.
Yeah, I know that's true. That is true.
Well, I love your songs, and we're going to play a few of them, and then I think you're going to play a few songs live, right?
Yes, yeah. I've got my guitar here, so I'm happy to play a couple of songs.
Oh, that's fabulous.
We love it when people want to play live, because I mean it shows true talent on a live play. I mean, it really does. When we get the station built here in the St. Louis area, we're going to have a recording studio inside the radio station as well. That way we can actually have the bands come in and play live for our shows. Have live concerts.
It's a bit far for me to travel.
Is it? You just can't get on a dinghy and paddle your way over.
I wish I could.
Yeah, that'd be like a 10-hour or 12-hour flight. I think it would be something like that.
Yeah. I just did it actually. I went did a road trip through America. I went up to Oklahoma to visit a musical friend of mine, and then I do also live streaming on a site called Street Jelly, and they had a meetup in Tennessee, Sevierville. And my sister and I did a road trip all the way through America, and drove through Texas, Oklahoma, Arkansas, Mississippi, Tennessee, and North Carolina.
Oh, you went all the way around me. I'm right in the middle of all that.
Yeah, I probably waved to you from my car window.
Well, the next time you get a chance to come over here, you need to visit with St. Louis, and when you do, you need to give me a call and let me know ahead of time, and I'll show you some of the sites.
I would love to. I'm writing that down.
Absolutely. Well, I'll take you up inside the arch. Okay, I'll let you go up inside the arch because I don't do heights very well.
Okay. No, that's awesome.
No, I'm just teasing. I'll take you up inside there. It's very interesting if you ever get the chance. If you ever get back over here and get the chance, it's very interesting. When you're up in the top of the arch, it sways about 6 feet in every direction, or in each direction.
Wow!
As it goes, yeah. It's like
how high is it?
400. I'm always wrong when somebody asks me that. Goddess, do you have Google up or anything?
Yes, I do.
Could you look that up for me? I'm wanting to say it's. I always say it's about 400 feet, but it's closer to 700 or 800 feet, I think.
Oh, my goodness. How many meters would that be?
Oh, now you want me to convert it. Oh. That's, I was only a machinist for 20 years. I don't know if I can do the math anymore. Meters. I have no idea. I have no idea. See, a meter's about 3 feet, right? So
yeah, it's about 3 feet.
Yeah, so you figure 800 feet, multiply that by 3. That's a lot.
No, divide it by 3.
Oh, divided by 3. That's right.
Yeah.
See, I told you. Oh, that's not even. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassing myself now. With that
That's
being
okay.
said, are you ready to play one of your songs? Or,
Sure, I'd
okay.
love to play one of my songs.
Do you want me to
Okay.
play one, or do you want to play the first one live?
I'll play the first one live.
Got it.
I've got two songs lined up. The first one I'm going to sing is called Cecil the Beautiful. Are you still there?
Yep, still there.
Okay. Sorry, you just went a bit quiet. I've been writing quite a lot of songs to do with animal rights, especially the plight of the rhino in South Africa with all the poaching that's going on. So I've been quite passionate about that. And when Cecil the lion was killed up in Zimbabwe in July by the Minnesota dentist, a lady who I knew from before. So I've been I've got an echo.
Okay, yeah, I've got an echo too a little bit here. Okay, now we're back. There we go.
All right. Okay. This lady approached me at the market and she said, I hope you're writing a song about what happened to Cecil the lion. And I thought, I was quite depressed about it and I didn't want to write a song. But I thought, okay, well, let me sit down and write a song. And I wrote a song called Stop the Hunting. And it went out and it enjoyed quite a bit of a run on YouTube with, all the fuss that was being made in the social media about Cecil. And I got an email from a guy called Robert who asked me if I'd be interested in putting to music some lyrics that a friend of his called John C. Gull, which is obviously not his real name, but his writing nom de plume.
I was going to ask if he is related to Steven Seagal.
And John had written some lyrics about the death of Cecil, and he wanted a songwriter to put the music to it. So I took the poem that John had written, and I wrote this song called Cecil the Beautiful. So this is what this one is, and it's about the killing of Cecil the lion.
All right, great.
All over the world, people shed tears today. Beautiful lion has been taken away, hunted for his magnificent mane. Has the world gone completely insane? Never again will we hear him roar at night. Never again see him in the morning light. The majesty of his mighty roar is lost to us forevermore. He was lured out of the sanctuary, an act that lives in infamy, caught in the glare of the brightest light. Didn't know the hunter had him in his sights. For 40 hours you suffered unbearable pain. They tracked you down and they found you again. After finishing off with a gun, they stood behind you, laughing, having fun.